Hi, I'm Rick with Gardens by Rick, and I'm going to show you in this video how to test your soil. Okay, you need to test your soil so that you can plant whatever you want to plant in your garden. You want to check to see, we have two different types of soils here. First is a more aerated soil here, and this is a more compacted soil over here next to us. What you want to do is test for many things. You want to check for moisture retention, you're checking for drainage, and you're checking for compaction like I just showed you. Now this soil here is in much better condition than the soil we have next to us here. This particular soil is loose, which is good. It's darker in color, which is good. And to get us an exact, all of our facts on what the soil actually has in it, you of course should invest in a pH tester, which is a probe that reads the alkalinity and acidity of the soil. Now, once you have your pH results and you know what you have, and of course it's very important to know what you're planting. If you have the plant, almost all plants have a tag and says what its likes and dislikes are. So you want to make sure that you have the right soil for the right plant that you're planting in the soil. Of course, making sure that the sun exposure is correct. You're not going to put a shady plant that likes shade into the full sun and vice versa. So that being said, you have the right plant for the right area. So now you want to make sure that the soil is ready to accommodate life for the plant. So after you have your pH reading, then you want to add the necessary additives, and all I usually recommend is natural organic vitamins, nutrients, and of course gromos. It's the life of the soil is inside here, and this just needs a little bit to be mixed in, and it's going to be probably pretty good. This type of soil over here, on the other hand, you couldn't even get the probe in because it's so compacted. So what needs to happen on the compacted soil, it needs to be broken down because water just touches this and rolls off. It doesn't absorb into the soil, so it's not benefiting anything. So grab a tool, a pick, a shovel, anything that you can use to break that hard soil up. You need to break it up at least 6 inches or so, 6 to 12 inches. Break up that soil and allow it to open up and give you area to mix the good nutrients into. Doing this will allow the nutrients and the water to grasp onto the trace minerals, and it will allow for, of course, water to seep down into the root system and feed the plants. Try to get a 50-50% mixture on the soil. The biggest mistake a lot of people do is taking a plant that they buy and just digging a hole in this type of soil and then just burying the plant and expecting it to do well. It won't do well in those type of planting situations if you don't properly test the soil for all of the problematic areas, such as improper drainage, no feeding, and improper nutrient and deficiencies in the actual soil. So we got that going good. It could use a little bit more to make it a little more rich. And you have tested your soil and created the better soil that's going to suit your needs for planting. Once again, I'm Rick with Gardens by Rick, and that is how you test your soil.